What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Welcome to Jen and Sean's Excellent Adventure. I'm Sean, our Chief Running Mouth.
I'm Jen, or Captain Jen Way.
And today we're going to talk about people giving me stuff.
Oh my gosh. No, we are going to talk about wedding registries.
I'm gonna preface this with, I'm an idiot when it comes to this. I have no clue about registries. She was laughing at me because we were talking about it, and I was like, so, like, dishes? Like, what do you do? And
Okay, so we were just talking about doing this vlog. We actually have not discussed a wedding registry with each other yet. Mm-hmm. I keep bringing it up like, hey, we should probably think about that, even though we are thinking about postponing the wedding for another year just because of, like, COVID and all that. But I was basically like, hey, we should probably start thinking about, like, what we would want, what we would need. And he's like, what's a registry? And I was like, oh. I'm like,
I don't see the point. Why? What am I registering for? And she's like, no.
Yeah. So I said, let's vlog about it. Okay. And so what you're getting is our actual first time talking about a registry. Mm-hmm. And first I'm going to explain it to you.
Please do.
And second, we're actually going to discuss things that we would want and need and stuff like that. So.
Can I get socks?
Also. Anyway, if you hear random noises, there are two really adorable girls playing outside. They're our neighbors, and they're playing with their new Power Wheels. And both of us over here are like, I never had a Power Wheels. I want a Power Wheels. And so maybe we could register for Power Wheels.
I think we have those, but they're bigger.
But they're not Power Wheels. I wanted the Jeep, not the Barbie Jeep, the real Jeep.
The red Jeep?
No, the black and orange and green one, like the military looking one. I wanted that so bad. Tomboy. Okay. Anyway, so a wedding registry is when you know that you're having a wedding, you're inviting people to your wedding, and they're going to want to give you a gift. It's customary for people to give you gifts when you get married. It's supposed to help you start your new life. My parents, for their wedding, got a dining set as one of their wedding gifts. It is still the dining table in my mom's house. Still. So, you know, the glass table, the chairs are done. Like, those died, but, like, the actual table is still in great condition. And
that was from the 70s?
Yes, when furniture was made really, really well. So that's why it's still there.
That thing's heavy.
Yes, it is. So, basically, you think about the things that you need to start your life or that you want to start your life together, and you put them on a registry. You used to have to choose one or two stores to send people to go, and back in the day, you'd have to go in person. Then they made it online, and now there's something even better. So you go to like, I'm going to register on Amazon, and I'm going to register on Target. Those are pretty typical. And you would put, okay, well, I've always wanted a really good coffee machine. I think that would be good for us to start our lives together. So you put a coffee machine on there. But you also realize that your friends don't all have like $600 to spend on you. So you want to put other things on there that are a little bit more affordable, but still things that you're going to use. Because one of the benefits of buying somebody something off of their registry, especially if it's something unique, is that every time you use it, you think of that person. You know, I got a magic bullet for my first wedding. It doesn't seem like it's very... Also, my cat's meowing really, really loud because he wants his brother to come play with him, and I'm sorry about the noise, but he's coming. Bento literally walked out and answered him.
Is that the food chopper thing?
So, magic bullet, every time I use it, I think about my friend. Every single time.
That's really cool.
Yeah, my friend Holly gave it to me.
See, that's way better than what I thought. I thought it was just like, hi, go to this store and I want stuff from this store. But I didn't know that it was like, I knew there were specific items, but...
Yeah, you can register for very specific items. Like, I really need a crock pot, but I want one that has like, you know, Mickey Mouse on it, which I would never want, by the way. But that was the first thing that came to my head. There actually is a crock pot that you can get from Box Lunch, I think, that has like the Avengers on it. Now that would be cool. But anyway, or Wally. Anyway, but you take a specific item and register for it. Now, you used to have to pick a couple stores. Then, something called myregistry.com and other things like that allow you to register anywhere you want. You can link products from anywhere. When I got married the first time, we actually registered on myregistry.com. I think that's what it is, myregistry.com. I'll put a link below. We registered at ThinkGeek. for a lot of our stuff. And we had to do it through my registry because ThinkGeek doesn't have a wedding registry in and of itself. So we put things from Target, we put things from Walmart, but we also put things from ThinkGeek. And that was great. That was wonderful.
That seems smart. I mean, it's like a centralized place for people to know what you guys need. Because like I always thought it was weird. I was like, I don't want people buying me like plates because I might probably won't like them.
But you have to. Well, I did get a set of plates that I didn't ask for, and they weren't my favorite thing in the world. But at the same time, I loved who I got them from, and they were just my favorite color. And so you remember the orange bowls that I had?
Yes.
With like the, I don't know, texture on the top?
Yeah, I remember those.
Those.
Oh, those were really cool.
I got those from one of my pseudo moms, one of my friend's moms that was like my mom growing up. How your mom was Ray's mom.
Yeah, we all had those.
We all had pseudo moms.
I'm sure everyone's got like I've got a couple. I've been beat by several of my friends.
Now we're at the age though where we have pseudo kids. We don't have pseudo moms. We have pseudo kids. Oh yeah. So
I'm like uncle to everybody.
I know, right? And I'm like, I don't even know what I am.
I'm just like, anyway. Hi, small child.
Yeah. So, anyway, it is not just a place to get toasters. Like he actually thought it was like a toaster.
Yeah.
It's just
because my only experience with the registry is one of my old coworkers was getting married, and he invited me to his wedding. Barely knew the guy, and I was like, I don't know what to get him. I don't know what's right, or I didn't have much money. I worked at a really crappy job, and so I was like, I don't have money.
Well, so did he apparently.
And he was like, go to this store, and they had this whole like.
It's like
system.
A kiosk, right? Yeah, Target has those.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, okay. And they're like, type in this code.
And that's how you had to do it back
And then it had this list, and I was like, lowest to highest. Come on, mugs. And the lowest thing was a toaster. It was this ugly blue toaster. It was like a baby blue.
That's actually cute, though.
And it was $19. So I was like, that's what
Okay, but like... I'm actually salty about toasters because for my first wedding, I registered for a toaster on ThinkGeek and no one bought it. It was literally the only thing I wanted on the registry. It was a Darth Vader toaster and it printed Darth Vader's helmet. I was going to say face, but it's definitely not a face. But it prints his helmet face on your toast, and I wanted it so badly. No one's ever given me a toast that prints a face, and I've registered for it and nobody got it for me, and I was so salty.
You would find me at like 3 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing?
Making toast.
Making toast. Are you hungry?
No, I just want to make toast.
I just want to see Darth Vader.
How would it come out on a bagel though? He would just have like a big hole.
You just see me.
Oh no.
But no, so I have like no experience with registry. That's why I'm so thankful that you're explaining this, because I'm literally listening.
Yes, he's so grateful that I've been married before, so that I can explain all the ins and outs of getting married and make it so much easier on
everybody talks about how stressful like wedding planning is, and I'm just like, if I have any questions, I'm like, so with this, and she's like, oh, it's this, and I'm like,
and I take a stress-free approach to it because at the end of the day, all I want to do is marry you. I don't really care about the details. It doesn't bother me. I just want to marry you, and I want your family to be there, and I want my family to be there, and it's cool if some friends are there, and that's it.
My only requirement is I want cake.
If we don't have cake at the wedding, we just go out and get cake. It's not a big deal. So that's how carefree I am about this.
That sounds like a win.
I do kind of care what I wear, but only in the sense that I want to be comfortable, which is why I'm doing all these try-on hauls. And if you haven't seen any of my wedding dress try-on hauls, I will link those below. It's been a process because it's very difficult for me to be comfortable in formal wear. As you guys can see, I usually just wear a hoodie.
Hi, Bento.
Hi, Bento. You see his tail?
Bento's tail.
So anyway, our registry, things that we're thinking about registering for. And again, we have so much time and our needs will probably change. But if I thought it would be good to have a little brainstorming session. So if we were going to register for things right now, I can tell you there are a few things that are a little different from most people that I think we would want to register for.
So these are things that we need
or want as far as like being together. Mostly it's things for a house or things for like, I would honestly register for better recording equipment because what do we do as a couple? What is a big part of our life together?
Oh yeah. This
yes, recording. I would have to register at Guitar Center or Sweetwater or one of those businesses where you can get recording equipment. You know, I'd be like, oh, here's a new mic and here's like a whole lighting setup, and I would register for that, and people would be like, what? And I'll be like, well, you have to see my living room to understand. Most people's living rooms have like a couch and a TV and some tables and some books and some knickknacks.
We have that.
We have that, but we also have sound and lighting equipment all over it, and it's my studio. So, and then another thing that I know that we would need to register for is a coffee maker, because we have one, but it's just not really user friendly, and like the steam wand isn't great and stuff like that.
I have a Keurig.
Yeah, but
it's
I mean
not
to
that
like
type
to
of
make
coffee.
lattes, because we don't go out to get lattes right now, and I really want a chai. So
I literally just put a cup in, close it, press a button. Duh.
There are certain things that I really want. I really want to redo the kitchen, and I have a little coffee nook, so we could register for like a coffee hutch kind of thing to put the coffee maker and hang some mugs and put all the different flavors of coffee that we have, and I would register for jars to put the coffee in.
That's a good idea. Organization.
And yeah, basically things that we've wanted but haven't been able to really afford, and hope that maybe people would want us to have these things as part of our lives. A couple of chairs for the coffee nook would be great. Just a nice place to sit and for him have coffee, for me have chai, and you know. Just...
I think it'd be cool if we had like the 2 chairs and like a little table in the middle, and we could play chess or
that's what I was thinking, is like a little table to play chess on and stuff like that. Backyard stuff might be something to register for, because we don't have any of that. And again, we're just brainstorming. We're not like asking for anything, but
we need tools. We have no tools.
Oh yeah, we keep borrowing from the neighbor.
Thanks, Billy.
Yeah, thanks, Billy. We keep borrowing tools from the neighbor, and we're borrowing the pressure washer, and we're borrowing like all kinds of things. We don't own a drill. We don't own.
We lived here for like a week and a half, and I borrowed his ladder. I was like, hey, man.
We borrowed a super tall ladder. It's, we need some tools, for sure. I have every screwdriver in the world, but that doesn't help us with a lot of things, so.
Power tools would be cool.
Yeah, I think.
Is that something that people ask for in a registry?
Yes, absolutely. You can register for anything. I could register for a bass guitar if I wanted to, and I might. I probably won't. But I might. And you can even register for something like flooring or paint, or, you know, a gift card toward home improvements, like cabinets and stuff. If you're planning on doing home improvements, or if you're planning on buying a house, you can register for gift cards, Home Depot gift cards, and like Lowe's, which is also Home Depot. I would probably register, if I'm going to do a gift card, it'd be to something like Sweetwater and Guitar Center, not just because I'm obsessed with music and dance, but because things we need for the house include soundproofing. I need little soundproofing squares to put all over the walls. That's a decorating thing, sure. That's a home improvement thing, sure.
I like the idea of gift cards.
Yeah, gift cards are great. It does take the personalization out a little bit, so maybe some family and friends wouldn't want to purchase that, but there's just some family and friends that would rather give you something that when you look at it you go, oh, my aunt gave me that. I don't have an aunt, but you do. And
you can have a couple.
Okay, cool. I think that's what getting married is for.
Just as you're here to steal my family.
Yeah, I'm here to steal some family. That's all. I'm a little short on family.
I mean, we can trade. I'll give you a couple of mine. If you can give me $1.
Oh wow, wow. He's kidding. I hope.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's anything that you need, and we're probably going to have one of the weirdest registries ever, because we're YouTubers and we're stage performers, and we are in general just different. Our house is turning a little bit more adult, but
we're very simplistic on a lot of things.
I kind of want to say somewhere between simplistic, utilitarian, and casual.
Like, we literally don't get anything that we don't really need. Like, we're not...
Also, sorry, airplane. This is the 6th one in the last 20 minutes, so I'm just not even going to stop this anymore.
We're, like, to us, the soundproofing, like the
soundproofing.
pads. But to me, I look at
That's
that.
all I'm registering for now.
To me, I look at the soundproofing and I'm like, all right, well, if it's the foam ones, we could cut it and then spread it out a little bit, make it artsy.
Mm-hmm.
That
yeah,
way,
we
then
can
it's
have some
fancy.
fun with that, you know.
Or, you know, we don't buy stuff just to like. We're not the types that have like a vase in the house with random flowers for no reason.
No, but I did buy some random statues that didn't really mean anything, just because I wanted some like nicer, more adult knickknacks instead of all my nerdy stuff. I don't know why. I'm just like I want my house to be a little bit more, I don't know. I wanted my Avengers stuff to be put away for a little while. But I still got stuff that meant something to me. Like I got that little perpetual motion thingy.
That.
Yeah, that. And I got like a little dude playing the violin.
That's like made out of like little bolts and
stuff like that. It wasn't
stuff
like,
that means something to you.
it meant something, but it was a little less specifically like a character or something. So
we don't, like I said, we don't have a big old vase that has no purpose. That's just there to hold 3 like bamboo poles for no reason.
I may want some of that, but it would still serve a purpose. Backdrop for my videos.
Hey.
Right now I like what I've got going on, but it's nice to change it up. So anyway, we're getting married either this October, but probably not, or October 2022. And so we have a long time to figure out what we need, what we want, and what maybe we need now isn't what we're going to need then.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe I'll already have the soundproofing, Lord, I hope, by then, so I won't need to register for that. But it's important to start brainstorming and thinking about this stuff. Things to not register for, I guess.
I need this on. I need to take notes on this one.
Consumables. Don't register for things that won't last. I mean, yeah, it's okay to register for like a candle, but why? It's a consumable. It's gonna go away, and you won't have the sentimentality of it. And you could have just bought yourself candles. So, register for things that are important to you and could have sentimental value depending on who buys it for you. You know, like I'm looking around my room,
like
but I don't have anything nice.
Like if someone got you a nice candle holder.
Yes, if somebody got me a nice pillar stand, that would be amazing. You know, although I'm not a big pillar candle fan, but other people would love that. Or if I registered for a really nice basket, sure, with that basket, I'm just going to put a bunch of wires in it. But like every time I look at that basket, I will think about the fact that somebody bought me a nice basket to hide my icky wires in.
You're like, hey person, thanks for the bag. Thanks for the organization.
Yeah, like don't register for books, register for bookshelves.
Okay.
Things that are really helpful to you as a couple, you know? And also realize that people are going to buy you gifts that are not on your registry simply because that's what they want to buy you, and that's okay. But having a registry is important for people to see what it is you need. They might go, oh, they really need a toaster. That one's cool, but I think they're going to like this toaster better, and then get us one that also has like a hot dog toaster attached. And we're like, why didn't we think of that, you know?
So that makes sense. So like basically like if you're like, I need a toaster, and then people are like, well, this one also has a deep fryer attached or something, and they're like, I want to do something better or something different. That's okay. Okay.
So we have to understand that it's going to be like, this is a guide. People can purchase from the registry, but they can also do something else. They can make us stuff. They like if somebody crocheted us a blanket or something that for the couch for the cats.
For Jen, because she's always cold.
Or the cats because they're gonna steal it.
God, how. Side note: do you know how many blankets that we've gotten and the cats just hijack it? Alex, our roommate, has a blanket that's been on the. If you might hear noise, that's Bento trying to.
I just watched him jump off the floor. He's so upset that he's not in here.
Bento,
Bento,
Bento literally jumps and tries to grab the knob
handle
because he knows how to open the door. And he's done it before, and it's so funny because you can see his little paws underneath here, and all of a sudden they just go. But
there'd be too much craziness.
But what was I saying? We need child locks. That's what we need to register for the door.
We absolutely do.
But no, so it's okay. So basically, it's just I lost what I was saying, but it's basically stuff that you can use or that you know that you could use.
Yes.
And, okay.
Things that will help you begin your life together after you get married. You can also register for money. you can have a bank account set up that people, or like a PayPal or a Venmo that people can donate money to. And you can, when you do that, it really helps to give a reason for the money, like down payment for a house.
Okay.
And have people contribute to that. Or honeymoon fund and have people contribute to that. Or help us pay for this wedding.
Not just, I would like $60, please.
Not just, you can give us money, and it's like, let people give you money because you need it for something to start your life, not just, I mean, money's good. You could give me money, but there's no sentimentality in that, and if anything is a sentimental moment, it's a wedding. So
it would be sentimental if you're like, we're trying to put a down payment on a house, and
please help us buy this house.
People put money into it, and then they know that they helped you do that.
Yeah, then when you buy the house, they have that feeling of, oh my God, I helped them buy their house. Even though I only gave them $5, I know that I helped them buy their house. It's like when you buy $5 of stock in a big, like, Fortune 500 company, you're like, I know I only own $5, but I am part of this company.
You're like, it's okay, guys. I'm a stockholder. But no,
but
that
or
makes
when
sense.
you go on your honeymoon, they can look at the pictures and know that they helped you get there, you know, and that's a big thing.
When someone gives you $5 when you take like a drink at the bar, be like, take a photo of it and be like, you paid for half of this.
Other things not to register for are like things that are hard to come by or would sell out quickly, because you ideally want your registry up for a while, like a couple months, so that people have time to get you what they want to get you, and it has time to ship and stuff like that. Like, I couldn't register at Shein. I don't know why I would, but I couldn't, because the minute you want something, it's sold out within 3 days. So they only have a limited number of things, and I think when I bought this, it was like the last one, and it was new on the site a week earlier than that. So you don't want to register somewhere that goes through their inventory quickly or may sell out. You want to make sure that, like, I don't think Box Lunch is a great place to register. They do tend to run out of their items, even though they have some stuff I would want. I might make those like a last minute ad just in case, but I don't think it's a good place to register. But sites like My Registry, and there's other ones like that, they're really great for allowing you to get things from multiple places. You can go, I want this desk from IKEA, I want this bass from Guitar Center, I want this camera from Canon, and a camera would be something that we could register for, because that's something that helps us do this and you do your job. I wouldn't register for tap shoes, because that's kind of a consumable.
It's a long-term consumable.
When we were performing all the time, I went through tap shoes like crazy. They were definitely a consumable. So yeah, I hope that you learned a lot today. This was our first brainstorming. What would you want to register for? Just one thing that you think would be, like, for me, it was the stuff for the coffee nook. What would you register for as like one big thing?
I don't know. Probably. Okay, this sounds weird, but I ever since you showed me the picture of it, the over the sink dish rack, drying rack. Ever since she showed me one, I was like, that would be amazing. Right? They're like $200 though. Yeah, that would Registry. Be cool. Or just a new kitchen set. I don't like a new dining table. A new dining table would be really good for us. I'm just trying to think of what a self-cleaning litter box. Ooh, that would make our quality of life so good. Yeah. Tools. Yeah. So we have a general start of an idea of things that we would register for. But again, this is just the early stages, and us coming on camera to talk to you guys about what a registry is. And honestly, this video turned into tips on how to build a registry for you. Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to think about. We did it for them, not for me. It's a lot of fun to think about. I mean, who doesn't want to think about getting a bunch of gifts, right? But it's my biggest making a Christmas list. Yes, but my biggest piece of advice for anyone trying to get married: don't expect the gifts to make up for the wedding. And what I mean by that is a lot of people will have a big wedding, a lavish wedding, and invite tons of people because they want lots of gifts. And that's not the only reason that people invite lots of people, but we've all seen it. It's a motivating factor
for increasing the size of your guest list because you get more gifts. However, if you're having a traditional wedding where you're paying like for food and venue, increasing the size of your guest list increases food costs, it increases space cost, it increases chair rental, it increases so many costs. And I think maybe 1 out of every 50 or 1 out of every 100, in my opinion, weddings would make back that value in gifts, whether it's monetary or actual like gift. You will never make that kind of value. My first wedding cost about $7,000. That's a lot of money. My first wedding cost about $7,000, and in gifts we probably got about $1,000. So, and I would say that's pretty typical unless somebody buys you a house.
Can I register for a house?
I mean, no, but yes. I was just thinking of my big fat Greek wedding when they bought her a house. So yeah, unless that happens, you won't make the money back. You won't make the value back. And just have the wedding that you want to have and don't really think about gifts, but allow people to get you things that you actually want and can use and need. So yeah.
That makes sense. I like this. I learned a lot about how registries work and
now
why.
we have to sit down and like go through things that
we're going to wander
want.
through the house and go, man, I need new end tables for the bed, or
I mean, that would be nice. Ours don't match right now.
We're going to have to go on IKEA.
A better dresser. All right. We
Child
need to
box.
end this child box. We need to end this vlog and make the boy happy.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining us today. This is another part of the process that's actually more fun than most of the other parts of the process because you get to go like window shopping and it's so much fun.
If you have any ideas or stuff that you've registered for,
Things
or
that changed
you want
your
to,
life.
yeah, like help us out. Leave comments below. Let us know.
Tell us what to
ideas.
register for.
Yes, please. Because apparently I shouldn't register for socks.
I mean, you can, but it's kind of a consumable.
That's true.
But anyway, we really need to go. And thank you guys. We'll see you in our next installment of Jen and Sean's Excellent Adventure.
Bye.
Bye.